Hey guys, it's me, it's Queen Said Haru, and happy Friday to you. All right, guys, thank you for joining me for another wonderful edition of Ask an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. If this is your first time here, you're in for a treat. And for those of you who've been around for a while, thank you so much for the positive comments and the likes and the gifts and everything. Just thank you for everything. Likewise, I want to really send a special shout out to those of you who are in the comments section talking to each other, talking with me and everybody else, but also encouraging people. Sometimes I go and I see people encouraging each other, being kind to each other, giving each other ideas and advice. I really love to see that interaction. You guys rock, okay? So I got a letter today from a woman, and she told me she was having sex with an Aquarius, friends with benefits. I done told y'all about that friends with benefits shit, and here go another time when it has gone wrong. So basically, this is what happened. She's having sex with benefits with an Aquarius. The Aquarius, out of nowhere, tells her he doesn't want to have sex with her anymore and puts her in the friend zone. Okay? And she doesn't understand why, because they had such great sex. The Aquarius was always calling for sex. The sex was like the best sex she's ever had. And she doesn't understand how he went from, constantly wanting to have sex to not calling and telling her he doesn't want to be intimate anymore. He wants to be platonic friends. So she's very confused because it's like, where the hell did this come from? So she asked me, what are some of the reasons why an Aquarius might friend zone someone that is one of their lovers? Well, I came up with the top 5. So it could be one of these 5 or it could be something else, but these are the usual 5 culprits that come about. Number 1, someone else has taken their attention. If your lover and you are, doing y'all thing and having a good thing, and all of a sudden they don't want to have sex no more, it could be that another woman, another man, you never know, people are into a lot of different things that they don't tell you all the times. Because I was telling somebody earlier, because of homophobia, a lot of people who are bisexual or poly will not admit it to you, especially if they're not sure where you stand on it. So this man, this woman, in this case, it's a guy. So this guy could have another interest of the male or feminine nature. Somebody has taken their attention. Maybe the sex is just as good. Maybe it's not about the sex. Maybe it's just somebody they really connect with and they see a future with. We never know in these cases. But it could be that another person, another lover, has taken their attention. Most times when I've ran across it, this is what it was, especially with Aquarius. Except for another one I'm going to tell you that's very popular with Aquarius too. Number 2, something else has taken their attention. For example, something at work, something at school, something, some kind of situation, something they're working on, their health, something else could be going on. It doesn't necessarily have to be another woman or another man or another lover. It could just be that they're sickly and they don't want to tell you or they don't want to talk about it. It could be that they have something going on at work that's going wrong. They could have lost their job. There's a lot of things that could have happened that they may not have that expressed to you that could be taking their attention, and they think that engaging in a sexual relationship at this time is not a good idea. So it could be something like that. Number 3, they are starting to have feelings that are inconvenient. This is very, very, very popular for Aquarius. Some of the times we will start to have feelings that are not convenient. Maybe we didn't want to be in love at this time. Maybe we got other things that we're supposed to be doing. Maybe we wanted to be, poly for a little while and have an open relationship. Maybe having maybe the feelings that they were starting to have were inconvenient. Maybe your Aquarius was falling in love with you and was like, whoa, 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 no, this is not on the menu. Some of the times it's that kind of thing. It could be fear. They could be afraid of their feelings for you, and this is not what they signed up for. They signed up for a sexual relationship, not no feelings. So maybe they starting to feel something that they don't want to feel, and they start to pull back. You are starting to have feelings that they don't share. You might be exhibiting that you're having feelings, and this could or could not be the case. Maybe you're having feelings, or they think you're having feelings from something you said or something you did, and they're like, maybe I need to slow this down a little, something, something. So it could be that you said that it was the best sex you ever had. Maybe during sex, something happened that they felt like showed from you that you were having feelings, and maybe you were or maybe you weren't. Maybe that wasn't even how you felt, but maybe they took it that way, that maybe she liked me a little bit more than she should. If an Aquarius feels like you're falling for them and they don't have feelings for you, they will a lot of times discontinue the relationship just as to not get hurt. Well, more likely to not hurt you or not to cause no drama. A lot of times, Aquarius do not like being in dramatic situations. So if they feel like you got feelings and they don't, they may very well put you in the friend zone. They are ready for a relationship and they don't think that you two are compatible. This is the fifth one. Your Aquarius might be ready for something serious. Your Aquarius may be having sex with you and growing up. You know, they may be growing up, they may be reading stuff, they may be thinking to themselves, you know what? I want to fall in love. I want a relationship. And they might look at you and be like, this person is beautiful, this person is great, the sex is incredible, but we're not compatible. We don't want the same things in life. I want to travel and be a entrepreneur, and she wants to have 5 kids and a picket fence, for example. So it could just be the fact that you two want 2 different things, and the Aquarius is ready to settle down. If the Aquarius is ready to settle down and they know you're not the one, or they think that you're not the one, then they'll friend zone you to go out and scope for their ideal mate that they may or may not even find, but that's another video. So that could be the 5th reason. They could just be, like I said, just ready for something more tangible than what they can have with you. Or maybe you weren't offering anything tangible. Maybe you guys decided on sex, just sex, friends with benefits, and they're like, okay, well, she's still in that place and I'm ready to move to something more serious. You guys were sleeping together for months. So during that time period, maybe your Aquarius got ready for something more serious and doesn't think that you are. Or doesn't think if you are, that the 2 of you could make it. What kind of messages did you give the Aquarius? Did the Aquarius think that you're not ready for a relationship? Like when you talked about being friends with benefits, was it a mutual thing, or was it just your thing, or just his thing? That's another consideration. So those are the top 5 reasons why an Aquarius who's having good sex would stop having sex to friend zone you. Because typically an Aquarius who's having good sex just keeps on having sex. They just keep it going and going as long as they possibly can. So if something stops the sex, there's got to be a reason why. And these are the top 5 ones that I've seen. Now, some of these, like I said before, are really big with Aquarius. And some of them I've just seen with anybody. Like the first one, someone else is taking their attention. I've seen that with almost every sun sign. Almost everyone when somebody's been friend zoned. And the rest of them, I've seen them in different sun signs. So it just depends, because like I said, you could be seeing an Aries and this could happen, or a Capricorn and this could happen. And it could be because somebody has taken their attention. That's a very common one amongst the signs. It's a very common sense one too. So it's a very, it happens very often. So if you're in this situation and you've been friend zoned by your Aquarius and you want to know why, the only real way to know why is to ask the Aquarius. Just ask them, like, why did you friend zone me? And if some of them will admit the reason to you, it depends on what the reason is. Some of them absolutely will not admit the reason. If the Aquarius is seeing someone else and they don't want you to know that they're seeing someone else, because they might have been seeing them while they were seeing you and might have told you they weren't seeing anybody else, they may not tell you. It depends on the Aquarius and how forthcoming they are with you with information. So they may be honest with you and they may not. If you want to know, you can ask them. They might tell you. And if you're not certain about it, or if they won't tell you, I would say if you want the friendship, have the friendship, Personally, I wouldn't want the friendship. If I've been sleeping with somebody and they decide to step off, I usually just step off. I don't usually maintain the friendship because look at it. You were friends with benefits. You weren't really friends in the first place. Friends with benefits is a very misleading title. That's why I don't like that shit because it's not good for anybody and it's misleading. The implication is that you're friends, and in most cases you're not. You're not friends. You're just calling each other to have sex every once in a while. So when they friend zone you, truly, it's like, what the hell? Y'all wasn't friends in the first place. Now they're gonna put you in the friend zone. So to me, it's just bogus. It's just bogus. Either we're gonna date or we're not. We're gonna date and move towards having something, or we're just not. That's the way I look at it. And I'll do another video later because I have a lot to say about this whole, friends with benefits thing. So I'll do another video later that's dedicated to that. But for now, just know that if the Aquarius has friend zoned you, then I would just move on. I'd be like, okay, it was fun while it lasted. Friends with benefits has no end game anyway. You're going to end up together or you're going to end up apart. That's it, 50-50, together or apart, or a continuous friend with benefits for years and years and years and years and years and years, as I've seen in the past. It's no real end game to it. So if I'm just your friend with benefits, which I'm really not even your friend, I'm just your benefit, and once we decide not to benefit no more, what's the point? I don't see one. So I would say thank you for your time and move on. All right, guys, it's time for me to get going. I hope that helps you. Now you know some of the reasons why an Aquarius would friend zone you. And if you guys would like to sign up to get your own personal reading, please email me. I'll leave my email beneath this video. If you would like me to answer a free general question, you can leave it under the video or you can send me an email. Likewise, I will drop my social media in case you want to hit me up on Instagram or Facebook. And remember, I will always leave my PayPal in case you want to send a love donation. And I always leave, lately, my wish list so you guys can see the kind of gifts I want in case you want to send me one, because gifts is my love language, but also because I have a lot of really good books on there. And some of you are interested in the same kind of things that I'm interested in. So if you take a look at my Amazon wish list, you might get some ideas for some books that you want to read yourself. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you know somebody who's in this situation, please send them this video and tell them I said, these are the possible reasons, and it's all good. You had a good time. Now it's time to move on. Like Meatloaf said, and then you see that it's time to move on. See you later.